And what's up again, everybody? Welcome into our second race here of the week. So week number 6, just starting off here. So again, welcome in one and all. Let me get some music brewing. Haha, winning. All right, so on that note, like I said, welcome into week number 6, second race. And if I could get this to work, there we go, screw it, we'll just hit my hotkey. That'll work so much better. But we're gonna have Zwiki22 on the left, your Pittsburgh, I almost called them the Penguins, Jesus. Your Pittsburgh Steelers representative, Zwiki22 on the left, versus New York Video Game Freak, your New York Jets on the right-hand side. So again, these still be meeting up for the first time in these races. And again, for those that are new to this, what we do here is a best 2 out of 3 Isaac race, using Isaac and the same save file with everything unlocked on both sides. Real quick, are you two on a call together? I kind of forgot to ask this too. So answer that if you guys know. If not, I'll do your countdown for you momentarily. But we race Isaac best 2 out of 3 through the womb 2. So first to beat Mom's heart is going to get a win down at the bottom of the screen where you see those zeros right now. Excuse me. No call. Okay, cool. I'll do your countdown momentarily then for you. Nonetheless, so we're going to race through the womb 2, like I said, best 2 out of 3, so you got to win 2 to win the night. Again, there's 7 banned items that nobody's allowed to pick up in the league. Again, here, let me link these out for you real fast. Boom, just pick up Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, Toothpicks, or the Shovel. Again, those are the only items you can use your D6 against. Everything else is fair game, like take it or leave it. Nothing else can be rerolled. Again, they all know this, they know all the other rules to it, so guys, if you can hear me, if you want to fire a couple of shots across the room, let me know that you're ready, and then we'll get going from here. I'll do your countdown momentarily. How many butt fumbles? Gotta count now. How many butt fumbles? How many butt fumbles? So we got Video Game Freak, can hear me no problem. Just wait on Zwiki to respond to me here. And then as soon as he does, we'll get this thing underway. Again, there's going to be a bit of a delay between the two just because they're both actually, or I'm recapturing them both, and they're both listening to me, so there's going to be a delay there nonetheless, but I think Zwiki may not have heard me. There's so many butt fumbles. There we go. Looks like you can hear me now. So let me make sure that I am caught up to date just to be 100% sure because, hey, why not do it and play it safe? All right, so they can both hear me. So if you guys are ready to get rolling here, let me do your countdown for you. And again, good luck to you both on the count. 3, 2, 1. Anytime you guys hear that, take off. You guys are good to go. So good luck to you both again. Again, we got Zwiki22 on the left, New York Video Game Freak on the right. And let me get you the link into both of their channels. You see Zwiki taking off first here. Freak will be moments behind him. But immediately we start off with a Book of Shadows for Zwiki, so he's going to have 12 seconds of invincibility anytime he uses that. Bad trip pills are not the worst thing for Video Game Freak. As you notice, they just turned into a full health pill as he got down to only the 1 red heart left. However, he's going to reset. Infestation, not the greatest of things to start with here. So back to the beginning for him. And let's see, Zwiki again, just going to look for his boss fight now, seeing as he's already gotten his item. So one of the first racers to replace his D6 here this early on. Like, usually you don't see that unless it's a really good space use item. Zwiki not really going to worry, though. Again, you can only reroll 7 total items out of, I think it's 198. So you have a very low chance of coming across anything worthwhile, though most racers seem to get one if they leave their D6 behind. It's like the game knows. Again, 2 of clubs will give you either, excuse me, we'll give you 2 bombs if you don't have any, or double up the amount you have on you, but Freak will wait until he has a better use for that, I'm sure. Here's the key, which I'm sure he'll be getting back to momentarily. We got Famine on the left side saying hey to everybody again, so we'll wind up with a cube of meat for Zwiki as soon as he's done with this fight. And Freak into his new first item room. Brother Bobby, not the worst follower. Shoots out very low damaging tears, though, so would have been a damage up, but Freak gonna reset anyway, so for something a little bit better. Yeah, good old Famine with his hey. Over and over and over. He's in every race, guys, I swear it. There, you see that 12 seconds of invincibility. So Zwiki just going to faceplant the rest of this here. Yeah, that last song was a remix. It's on the soundtrack itself for Binding of Isaac. Again, let me link up Danny B's pages for you so you can get your hands on that. But again, that was a remix done by Big Giant Circles called The Clubbing of Isaac. Excuse me, sorry for the voice crack there. Ooh, very nice for Freak. Into a, excuse me, I almost called that a devil deal. Into a secret room and getting the Book of BOILeR, so that'll be a time and a half damage multiplier for him, although he is down to just half a heart here. Again, the inner eye will be a very nice triple shot find. That writes itself. If you look at his arrows, and his face for that matter, you can see 3 eyeballs out of which he'll fire. But multiplying his damage times time and a half, all he has to do is stay away from Larry here, and he'll be okay. Again, no bombs at the moment, so he can't get into that item rock. He's looking at health all over this floor, but he can't get to any of it with his lack of bombs. With a very distinct lack of bombs, we got 2 chasing Zwiki. Very nicely timed right there, so he gets himself a free entry into his secret room. And again, Freak finishing off his boss fight. More pills. Wow, lots of them. What do we got? Lots of tier rate up. That's a great find. So 3 tier rate increase for New York Video Game Freak. He's going to fire a lot faster here. Also 1 other pill, and not even going to bother with it. Leaving it behind, moving on to the next floor. So with just the 1 heart here, still living in Sketchville, but he's going to fire a lot faster now. Triple shot is a very slow fire rate if you don't have tier rate up, and that was a huge, huge find. Holy crap, Alpheus, thank you. How you doing? But seriously, thank you very much. I say it all the time, but seriously, absolutely thank you one and all that are doing that. The subscriptions are way, way above and beyond, guys and gals, but thank you seriously very much for that. And there you see the welcome coming in chat. Thank you, guys. And gals, sorry, I always say that wrong. I always leave the females out of that for some reason. That's terrible of me. I apologize. I gotta agree with Limit Force on this. Most of the trinkets, not the greatest things ever. There's quite a few that are very useful for you, though. By the way, really quickly, we got the belt for some speed up and a devil deal for Freak, though he's gonna bypass everything. I may have considered, and I do mean considered Brimstone, but he thought about it quickly, said no thanks to it. He's gonna keep his health. What's up, Yank? How you doing? Yeah, you better apologize. What's up, Seagull? How you doing? So again, both right now on Caves 1. Again, you see Zwiki utilizing his Book of Shadows quite well for all this invincibility time. So again, both not really too far apart, but this gives a huge advantage to Zwiki as he... Ooh, and another huge advantage, Bloody Lust, as he gets his item room. Every time Zwiki kills an enemy now, that's going to give him just about half a damage up to a maximum of, I think it's 3.2. It's basically, we call it pi. Anyways, but it gives you a maximum of about, we'll say, 3 damage up in the span of a room after you kill 6 enemies, or get 6 enemies killed for you, like Pestilence just did. So that's a huge help, especially with his boss fight being right here, too. So he's going to get his 2nd cube of meat. There you see his tiers moving up to red now. What's up, Super All-Star? How you doing? And good to see you, Mike. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome into the 2nd race of the night. We got 2 more still following this, so plenty more tonight and a lot more tomorrow, so... Always want to stay tuned. We got the links coming up here for you momentarily if you guys haven't seen the schedule yet. There you go. And we got that 2nd cube of meat, like I said, for Zwiki. He's also got a devil deal, so we'll see what he comes across. Ooh, the mark. And the nail, for that matter. So damage up on both of these with the possibility of extra health up with a nail. So he's going to take the mark. That'll be a damage and speed increase, and give him one blue soul heart to replace one of the red hearts he spent. So not the worst thing ever, plus that damage up immediately. So he's going to get even better damage here. So he immediately kills one, and he's got red tears now. So a lot more damage on Zwiki's side. That Blood Rage is going to help him a ton. Again, you see that Book of BOILeR usage, time and a half damage multiplier for Freak as he's fighting Chubb right now. So he's looking to move on to his caves too and catch up to the same floor that Zwiki's on and to keep this race as close as possible. They're about 2 rooms separated right now. Yeah, tomorrow's got a lot of races. If you guys are up at any hour of the day, you're probably going to be able to catch a race, so pretty safe bet there. A little bit of health up for Freak, and he'll be moving on after he grabs that other red heart to his caves too. And again, he's got a legit caves too with his item... Oh my! With his item room in Polyphemus, so oh, you want to see a triple shot with some damage on it. How about this? So there's a huge damage multiplier for Freak on his triple shot already with ridiculous tier rate. So you can see how quickly he fires these immensely damaging tiers. That's a great find right there. He may not care about any more item rooms. So if he comes across boss fights, we may see him skip over item rooms on floors now. We'll have to see how the race pans itself out. But these two are very neck and neck with some pretty nasty builds going on here. Yeah, that's a great combination right there. Polyphemus with your tier rate up, let alone, okay, so Zwiki finding something to up his tier rate with Squeezy, a couple extra soul hearts out of it, which he needed, but he's going to have to go through a challenge room to complete this. So a little bit of time spent, but it could be well worth it on Zwiki's side. He needs this fire rate increase right now. The more damage he can do, the better. Knowing what Freak just picked up, he's got to be playing for any type of damage slash fire rate increase. The health on both sides still pretty risky. I mean, we got 2 red hearts and 4 red hearts, so either side is both... they're both running a bit of a risk here. But we'll see how both of these pan out. But into his boss fight immediately is Freak, so he's got himself an advantage here as Zwiki's going to go back and look for this item room. Knowing what he's up against, he pretty much has to here. And finding a dead end to start out with, so this is going to give Freak a little bit of buildup of a lead time here as he is ripping through Gertie. Though down to 2.5 hearts himself, just done with the boss. Just a few more extra spawns to kill off. Ooh, and a God Room and Mr. Squeezy. Ooh, and let's see those no Bibles, as nothing Freak can do about that. He's going to have to leave it behind. Again, that would one-hit kill Mom's Foot and Mom's Heart, so we had to ban it to make it a bit more of a race situation instead of a speed run. But again, that's why we banned that item. Again, I'm not knocking speedruns, I do them myself. But we wanted it to be a race more so than I got lucky and got one item. So for anybody wondering why that's banned, there you go. Yeah, no Bible from the non-subs. That works just fine. No Bibbler. Gambit. Sorry, I got up and laugh at that one. You had to be so mad when that showed up in your race. For those that don't know, Gambit's got an affinity for rolling Bibles into Sacred Hearts. Didn't have his D6 in the last race, though. Ooh, affinities for things, though. How about that Rainbow baby? Rainbow baby, as it is, but we like to say Rainbow me in the Cobalt Streaky mode every time we see that thing, because that is one of the better followers, shooting out random types of tiers. Yeah, not this season. Hey, you'd be surprised if Taco almost pulled off the magic D250 roll. Somebody's going to do it. There's those Rainbows. And let's see, Freak gonna go on into a real nasty room. I hate these enemies, especially with any type of slow shots. These enemies can be a real pain, but he's got enough power to take him out with almost one hit. And again, into a Carrion Queen fight for Zwiki, so he's ripping on through her here. Again, right about the quarter mark, you're gonna see her start taking off in a different type of pattern, moving basically in this X shape here. And you can see Zwiki using that damage shield quite to his advantage. Gonna get meat for health up and damage up, and move on down to his depths. Ooh, and getting a loading screen. Yes, he did. Got a Curse of the Labyrinth, so... Excuse me really quick. That'll be 2 item rooms, 2 entire floors jammed together. So he's going to have 2 item rooms, 2 boss fights back to back. The item rooms are going to be separated most likely. You see he's also got a library. Very lucky find there. But nonetheless, going to have a huge floor with both his Depths 1 and Depths 2 combined. It's going to be a matter of coming across the special rooms now for him. Ooh, chocolate milk for Video Game Freak. That's actually kind of a consideration if he would have had slower tiers. But with his tier rate up, he's going to leave it behind. That would allow you to charge your shots, or sit there and... You can hear it, I'm sure. But you would have to spam the shots yourself. If you held down the shoot button, you would charge your shot instead, so you wouldn't be firing at the rate that Freak is. You would have to make your own fire rate there. So it gets to be kind of a pain in the butt. It could help out quite a bit too, but it gets to be kind of a pain. You see Freak gonna grab that very well-timed heart in the center. Speaking of hearts, Zwiki ripping on through these masks and hearts. I hate those things. Finding a second item room, still no keys to get into any of these 3 special rooms that he's found, though. Speaking of keys, right as I say that, Freak gets one to spawn for him. I'm telling you, this game hears me. I'm telling you, it does, guys. It knows. Oh, it knows. But again, Freak with a, Zwiki with a dead-end room on the left, I should say. Freak moving into his boss fight here for Depths 1. Gonna get Loki, so let's see those Mr. Cools for that matter. All those Cobalt emotes. All those Cobalt emotes. But again, gonna rip on through with this Book of BOILeR for 1.5 damage on his triple shot. Can you ask for more? Look at him melt that. And again, more damage with meat. Damage and health up for him. So he's gonna move on to Depths 2 with a little bit of a lead here. And again, it's hard to call that lead, but even so, if Zwiki comes across his boss fights and still doesn't have keys, it's going to get interesting with the lack of items that he's going to have running at the last few floors, but we'll see how it pans out. You never know. All a matter of finding keys. Maybe he gets 2 in this room and gets very lucky. Who knows? And random pills for Freak. He's going to hold on to those for a little bit later in hopes that they turn into something like a full health pill. We got a very early Polaroid for that matter for Zwiki, so he's going to take that. Again, that would normally get you into the last level. We don't go that far in the regular season. But for the time being, that will actually give you a 5-second damage shield like he has on now if you get down to half a red heart in a room. Excuse me. Ooh, that dollar, that might be one of the first few this year, actually. Now that I think about it, that may have been one of the rarer ones, but a dollar showing up for Zwiki, so he's got enough money to gamble if he wants to here. Maybe he wants to find himself some, well, it depends on how Mosk wants me to pronounce this. It's either Skatoli or Skatol. I say Skatoli, deal with it. But we got the Pinky Shears for Video Game Freak, and another immediate boss fight find. So another small floor here on Depths 2. That's the second time today we've seen one of these be this small. Either way, Pinky Shears will actually be more damage up for New York Video Game Freak. You'll see him use it in this boss fight, and it'll wind up chopping your head off from your body. Well, he'll do that after random telepills get used up. Gee, thanks, Cat. But yep, finally getting that golden key. Zwiki again, gonna go back and open up everything on this floor. D20 is interesting in normal runs, though not so much in a speed run. That would reroll, okay, D6 rerolls pedestal items, like where that D20 is. D20 would reroll every other type of item, whether that's a key, a bomb, a heart, things of that nature, into something else of the nature. And in his other item room, we got the Doctor's Remote. So again, a one-time use of Epic Fetus as a bomb that recharges every few rooms. Not necessarily the greatest thing. Going on into his library, going to get the Book of Revelations for that one soul heart. Book of Sins gives you one item. Again, that would have been good in combination, let's say, with a D20. You could have re-rolled that key into something else, but he wants the keys. So taking that, moving on in. That matchstick wouldn't do too much. That would give you more chance of bomb spawns. Again, we got Freak on his womb already here. Very nicely done against the Mimic. Ooh, range down pill. Not what he was hoping for. Yeah, open all the things. With a golden key and infinite keys for a floor, you might as well. Again, though, trailing a little bit here, Zwiki gonna have to play slight catch-up as he's got 2 boss fights to go through before he's even on the same floor that New York Video Game Freak is on right now. And again, there are just boss fights to go here for Freak, so that's all he's looking for. And again, down to 2 hearts. Everything in the womb will hit you for 1 red heart of damage, so you gotta be real careful down here. And no bombs left as Freak has no luck getting into a secret room. Again, this is why I usually wait till the end of the floor, but you gotta be kinda selective. If you need your secret rooms at certain times, you might as well look for them. And again, Freak down at just 1 heart here, cannot get hit again. And again, speaking of not getting hit, this is a nasty room that Zwiki's in, but a good use of a bomb right there. Ooh, that's another great use. There is another 3. A 3 for twice over in the same room. Very nicely done by Zwiki. Gonna get a couple extra pennies out of this, which he does not need to pick up because he's already sitting at a full-on dollar. Haha, very nicely done. Nicely moved there by Video Game Freak. See, this is why you don't fire in these rooms right away, guys. Make these globins chase you. Get the Mimic to run into those spikes, and you're going to be a lot better off. Ooh, nice pickup of that key by Zwiki, by the way. More unnecessary money? The game's just throwing money at Zwiki at this point. That goat hoof in the center of the room would be movement speed increase, but Zwiki's going to hang on to the Polaroid instead. And into a double Gemini fight here for New York Video Game Freak. Still not coming across this boss fight. And you can see a very nice choice of timing on that Book of Shadows, I think, by Zwiki. In my opinion, at least, that was a great usage. So staying invincible for the room, although I think I would have rather had it in this room now that I see it. But how are you supposed to know until you walk in? You honestly don't have a clue. All the rooms are randomly generated, so you have no clue what you're getting yourself in for. Still a great use, but man, I would rather have 12 seconds of invincibility in this room. Speaking of Freak in a very good room, has come across this boss fight here for Womb 1, so we'll see if he can't take that out momentarily and move on. And more Tears Down pills. He did not need to pick those up knowing what they were. I don't know why he grabbed those. Looking for any type of hearts, no such luck. Freak will say screw it, move on in to fight Triachnid here, so he should rip right on through. This is a pretty low health boss. And we got the ladder on the left side for Zwiki. Might as well buy out everything in the store. It's there and you have the money. And it's the last one you're going to see. So he gets the ladder. That'll cross him over 1 opening if he needs to, like the ones you see in the room he's in. There you go. You see a perfect use of the ladder right there. Exactly what I meant. And utilizing the green bombers to do some real good work here. Wow, seriously? Let's see the no Bible again. Unbelievable. Lots of Bibles tonight. So the Bible showed up again on Freak's side, and again, it's a banned item. You can't take it with you. You could re-roll it, but again, Freak doesn't have his D6 again when he comes across it, so now Gambit's laughing. You're right. I think everybody in the league hates the Bible at this point. It's been taunting every one of our racers this year. There's a Hermit card that'll be a random teleport. Wow, that worked out very well for Video Game Freak. Gonna get the Book of Revelations, get 1 extra soul heart here. Monster Manuel would spawn 1 random follower for the room he's in, but again, not as effective as the Pinking Shears, so he'll take the Shears with. But great random teleport there, since there was no store for the Hermit card to take you to. It takes you to a random place now. Yeah, Zwiki's been around, like, literally this entire XL floor. How about this side? There we go. There's your boss fights. It was going to happen sooner or later. Dear God, that's a huge... and again, that's what happens on XL floors. It's 2 floors jammed together. If you're not lucky, you clear a lot of rooms. So again, right now, looking to get as close as he can to Video Game Freak and move up to just 1 floor behind. But Freak just looking for a boss fight here. All he's looking for is that Mom's Foot. Mom's Heart. Sorry, I keep saying that backwards. Ooh, finally getting a bomb, if nothing else. Looks like he's going to look for an item rock. Any red rock in the womb can actually be an item rock. You'll never know until you explode it. So you might as well try. If you got the bombs, I may save them for the actual Mom's Heart fight, because there's a few spots where bombs are very important. But again, it's all up to the racers. Everyone's got their own techniques. So we got that 3rd cube of meat. Zwiki actually going to take it, so we got Soccer Boy on the left. I'm kind of surprised. I wasn't going to say anything because I thought he'd leave it behind, but there we go. You see Soccer Boy, that 3-piece cube of meat running around. Again, Zwiki with only 4 bombs. Isn't going to have to worry too much about it, but that guy will kick your bombs and not care about it. And he'll kick them right at you. That's how little he cares. But at this point, is it too little too late? Freak's come across his boss fight here. So with 3 full-on hearts, he's got just Mom's Heart left to go. 1 bomb, so he's going to have to save that for just the right time. But moving on in, looking to take himself a 1-0 lead. Video Game Freak, wow, got kind of lucky with that usage of the Space Use item. You never want to pop those when you walk into a room. Especially this one, because you're going to get hit by those laser eyes 99% of the time. That was pretty lucky on his part. But again, good timing on the Shears being up and ready to go. And Freak going to hope that that'll just sit there and do all the damage he needs. And again, this body will also kick your bomb, so you have to be a little bit careful. Nice kill of Larry, actually. This is where I would have saved him for. Wow, there's another XL floor, so Zwiki's got both of his boss fights back to back, but again, gonna have to find them very, very quickly right now. And there you see Soccer Boy playing soccer. I warned you. Don't say I didn't warn you. It just happened to Zwiki. So instead of gambling, he's gonna keep running on along and hope for the best. But again, maybe too little too late, as Freak has got the It Lives part out just for the rest of the fight. Just a little bit more to kill off here. Still with 2 on hearts, he can just run around and let the body do the rest here, and I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Zwiki down, so moot point anyways, but nice dodging, and there you see it. The Pinking Shears finishing off the round for you, so nicely done there by Video Game Freak. And that Soccer Boy, seriously, don't say I didn't warn you. That's why nobody takes him, because he kicked that bomb at the worst possible time. Zwiki needed to be able to get in there and gamble, and had no chance to do so thanks to Soccer Boy. But again, it would have been too little too late, as Video Game Freak, with a very nicely done run, has taken himself a 1-0 lead here. So again, looking to get himself evened up on the year, if I'm not mistaken, at 3-3. Again, I believe both racers are actually. Let me look at my... Yes, indeed, they are. So again, Freak is going to look to get himself a 2-0 win. Zwiki going to reset here and hope for a win himself to force a pivotal Game 3. But we'll be right back in 1 minute after they get reset, and we will go from there. So be right back, guys and gals. Hang tight, and we'll be right back with you. Alrighty, we're back. Let me get this flipped on over again because my hotkey does not want to work. Weird. Anyways, don't know why it's resetting my hotkeys on me. Anyways, we're back for round number 2 here. So again, we got NYVideogamefreak with a 1-0 lead over Zwiki22 at the moment. So again, if you guys are ready and you want to fire a few shots around the room, let me know that you can hear me and are ready to go. That'll give me a little bit of a lead here. But again, Videogamefreak gonna look to take a 2-0 win. Zwiki gonna look to tie this up 1 apiece. Looks like they're both ready to go here for round number 2. So again, we'll race through the womb 2. Whoever takes that out first is going to get a point at the bottom of the screen and even this... well, I was going to say, if it's Zwiki, we'll even this thing up at 1 apiece. If it's Freak, he'll win this 2-0, and we'll move on to our next race shortly thereafter. So again, good luck to both, and let's get this thing rolling in 3, 2, 1. Anytime you hear that, take on off, guys. Again, I am recapturing both of their streams, so there will be a slight delay as to when they hear me and when you actually see them move on my screen. So Zwiki's off and running first, going to get to the unicorn horn and actually reset it. That's kind of amazing. And there you see Freak taking off. Miter is a pretty decent first item, though. That'll turn half of your red heart spawns into blue soul hearts for you. Now we're both off and running as Technology 2 shows up for Zwiki. So very nice starts to both of these runs here. We'll see a lot of health up on the right, and we'll see some pretty constant damage being output on the left-hand side for Zwiki. What's up, Kaner? How you doing? A little bit of health up in the cursor room for Zwiki, and he'll be right back on outside. But again, just looking for boss fights on both now. And we'll see, might as well take this for the soul heart and a couple extra bombs. There's that boss fight I'm referring to. So again, Technology 2, pretty much a consistent laser going out at all times. Oh, that was an accidental waste of that key, so might as well go in and look at this point. But yeah, accidental use of that key right there. He was just trying to walk out without using it. But both onto their boss fights. You'll see why Technology is so useful sometimes. Actually, Pin, I believe, is just going to get full-on damage no matter what. No, actually, it does matter if you hit all of his parts. Larry Jr., on the other hand, that Freak is fighting, if he had Technology, same as Zwiki, he would hit each one of these pieces following behind and do these same amount of damage to all 4 of them. So it would help out a ton in those. There you see the rotten meat for a little bit of health up for Zwiki, and he'll be moving on to his basement 2 moments ahead of Freak here. And Mom's coin purse for a couple of pills. See, a lot of friends till the end. And we got 2 other pills here, so we'll see if Freak is willing to do both of these. Indeed, luck up, and take the other one with him just to see what he gets later. We got Charm of the Vampire on the left. Every 13 kills, I believe it is, that'll wind up giving you a half of red heart heal for Zwiki. So again, that'll kind of mess with you a little bit later on, but in a race situation, not really so bad. It doesn't take you far enough so often that you're going to worry about it. Ooh, I wonder if Freak actually meant to waste that use of the D6. It's perfectly legal to do that. I was going to say, but I'm going to laugh if that's a banned item in this room, because I guarantee did not mean to waste that D6 use. He's going to take that Eternal Heart now. Again, he's got a full blue heart of protection for that white Eternal Heart, but if he takes that to the next floor or finds a second one, that'll turn into a full red heart container for him. And I apologize for the music outside, but this is what happens. People decide to just leave their cars running with their systems blaring. So it's like we have 2 different types of music going on. Yeah! So, into the curse room here for Zwiki. Let's see, with a Liberty Cap, I might add, also gives you a random mushroom effect every room that you're in. So you'll see him shrink in size, grow in size. You may even see a compass effect from time to time. It's very odd. And Stars card is a teleport, by the way, directly into your item room. The world card for Videogamefreak on the right-hand side would reveal your entire map, including the compass and treasure map. So Freak will hang on to that for way later. If he gets an XL floor, for example, I guarantee he'll use it then. A couple extra soul hearts, so more protection for Freak's Eternal. Again, guys, I can only play music that I have rights to, which is either the music of the game that you're actually playing. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Freak, he agrees. That would have been the 9 lives dead cap. We got health up and a devil deal for Zwiki. Wow, really? Might as well re-roll it anyways, but yeah, that was trolling. So, wow, Zwiki getting 2 devil deals that both cost 3 soul hearts, which, if you notice, he doesn't have. So that was a bit evil of the game. I gotta put that out there. That was really, really evil. But again, Zwiki going to replace his, oh, and you're going to see the trick too, but going to replace his D6 with Kamikaze. So if you hug the walls, you do not take damage. But again, he's going to, is he going to take it? Oh god, he's going to take it. Interesting. So I guess for a little bit of backup there, Zwiki going to take Kamikaze with him. We've only seen one racer survive with it, but we'll see how this works. Again, we got the teleporting remote, nothing special for Freak. He'll take Monstro's Tooth instead, which, as you saw, summons down Monstro to land on an enemy in a room. Against bosses, that's actually pretty useful. It does some pretty decent damage. Not great, but it's pretty good. Speaking of bosses, Zwiki into his, getting the husk here. And again, you can see if you hug the walls with Kamikaze, you do not take damage as long as you don't open up a door in any way, shape, or form. You can open up doors, Moscow proved it, but you have to be real careful about where you stand. And again, here you see sometimes, if you're not pressing the correct direction, it's still going to hurt you, so Zwiki just damage using Kamikaze. This is why we allow this glitch, because there's still a chance you're going to take enough damage to die. So there you see kind of the fairness factor with it. It's only gotten one racer through all year, and we've had about 7 try. But there's a tier rate increase for Zwiki, so again, you can't really see it too much, but it will actually fire Tech 2 more often. And Freak moving into his fight, gonna get Peep here. And again, you can see Monstro dropping on down. If you noticed, he actually did damage to Monstro when he brought it down with Monstro's Tooth. You can actually kill that, as weird as it is. It doesn't change anything, but you can actually kill that if you want to. Again, I don't really see why unless you have Bloodlust, but you could. So it's a thing. But again, Freak taking some damage here. This Peep fight kind of sucks sometimes. If you get cornered, you're pretty well hosed. Again, another challenge room that Zwiki has to go through. He needs the health up off of the stem cells. And again, that would give you a shot speed increase as well. You're only going to notice it on those actual white tiers. They'll move faster. That's it. But again, that health up is very vital, so he's going to take a moment here. And on that note, going to give Freak time to catch up as he moves on to his caves too. And again, Freak's still holding on to that world card for a little bit later on. Once he finds a floor worthy of using it, whether it be the womb or an XL floor coming up in the depths or the womb, for example, he'll use it on those. Because Kamikaze's gotten all, well, let's see, 6 out of 7 racers killed this year that have used it. Trying to abuse that glitch, 6 out of 7 racers have died with it. It's not as useful as you'd think. So yes, it can do stuff for you, but again, we're banning basically the glitch that Mosk was using the one night because nobody asked about it when I flat out told them, you know, like, hey, any other glitches you can think of that you may, you know, want to tell me about, go for it, and nobody said anything, and then he did that. So yeah, basically, like, that's outlawed now, because nobody said anything and I didn't know about it, so... But yeah, nonetheless, it's not as useful as it could be. I mean, yeah, it does keep you theoretically safe, but if you're not doing it exactly correctly and in a race situation, you're gonna botch it from time to time. But if you're not doing it exactly correctly or you're low on health like Zwiki is, it's risky. Same thing with the pause glitch to actually make all the spawns come out in one challenge room at once. Same thing, it's kind of risky, so we let it happen. Now, it hasn't killed anybody yet, but it's come close. Wow, we actually have dueling miters, so again, 50% chance that any red heart spawn is going to be a blue heart for Zwiki to pick up. Yeah, you guys are watching the glitch right now. If you haven't noticed, like, Zwiki doesn't take damage when he uses Kamikaze. What do you think Kamikaze is supposed to be? It's a bomb strapped to your chest. So basically, you're supposed to take damage with it, but if you're hugging a wall specifically in the right way, you don't take damage. Now again, all of our racers except for one have screwed it up enough to kill themselves this year. And once again, the Forget Me Now pill showing up today, so Video Game Freak gonna pass on that. That would reset your entire floor on you. And again, this late in a race, especially in the depths, you don't want to be doing that. Maybe in a full-on run that you're trying to put something together, sure. But definitely not this late in a full-on race. Not going to help out. Nope, Cobalt won't touch that thing. Cobalt will not touch that in a race situation from everything I've seen. He's passed on it every time, but Jim Drizzle's the only one that survived with it. Everybody else has gotten themselves killed trying to use the kamikaze glitch. Oh, get away from Musk. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Get away. Oh, I was just about to say that was a small rock, but it's actually not. That's a tick hanging out of Video Game Freak's head. So that'll give him 15% damage done to any boss room that he walks into, plus it'll heal him for 1 red heart. Problem is he can't replace it, so now if we were going further than the Womb 2, that would be an issue for him. We were trying, oh, let's see those no crowns. Even though Zwiki's gonna take it and take the money from Pageant Boy, let's see those no crowns in Otaku's chat add-on. And there's a split link for you. Yeah, he does have the rock. You can barely see it underneath, too. Barely. But again, if you notice, like, people always said, like, oh, you can just get the small rock and it overwrites it and then the tick can leave. Like, no, it still doesn't make you get rid of it. It's just you can't see it as easily. Same thing with, what's the other one that goes on there? The Steven damage tumor. Same thing. You don't get rid of the tick. It's still there, you just can't see it as well. All them no crowns. God, I love it. Ooh, apparently Zwiki doesn't know the new trick there. Oh my god, really? The Bible again. Let's see those no Bibles, because wow. In Video Game Freak's curse room, the Bible shows up again. This is getting ridiculous. It's that no Bibbler. Yeah, the one about the no crown's a joke. It's just a joke. It's an ongoing joke with Diana. So again, here you'll see Zwiki will take an Eternal Heart onto the next floor. That'll turn into a full red heart container for him. What's up, Curly? How you doing? Actually, at this point, I think he's up to quadruple no Bibles. I believe it's about 4 now. Gambit. It just wants to be red. Oh well. Ooh, 2 for 1 here for Zwiki. Not even gonna bother. Not even gonna bother with the Seeker Room. I'll be damned. You left out the word again, Gambit. Wow, so again, no luck with the getting more locked chests out of item rocks here for Zwiki. So he's going to keep moving on along. That Video Game Freak leaving the room he's in, knowing he doesn't want anything to do with that. He's really going to wish he didn't pick up the tick. Cancer right there would have doubled his fire rate and overcapped him on the fire rate as well if he were already capped. Or if it would have gotten to that point with the doubling. But he's not allowed to pick it up. Again, the tick overwrites any other pickup of any other trinket. So he's pretty well screwed there. Wow, that was kind of weird. I was going to say, which one's he actually fighting, ladies and gents? But no, the big normal Monstro is the one that came down from Monstro's tooth, damaging the little Monstro tooth that's on the screen. So Freak already about 50% of the way through this fight. We got Zwiki looking at his item room here. And gonna... Oh, do we have Team Bean instead of the Explosion? Yes, we do. Team Bean, assemble. Isaac Team Bean, assemble. You'll see what this does. He can walk right up to something and put a poison damage over time onto it by using the bean to, well, let's call it like we see it, basically fart. But a little bit of health up for Video Game Freak, and he'll be the first on to Depths 2 here. Oh, is Diana talking smack? Is Diana talking smack about her next race, possibly? Oh, damn. Gonna knock down the one of the last 2 undefeateds, are ya, huh? The smack has begun to be talked. But again, we see Zwiki coming across his next boss fight here. And he's gonna get Loki, so let's see those Mr. Cools. Yep, beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you're on Team Bean, I guess? No, you get the idea. So again, Zwiki going to move on with just the one actual bomb now, so it's going to play slightly different for him here. Watching, waiting, planning. Ooh, down to 1 heart for Zwiki, so getting a little risky here. But getting a little bit more health up. And we'll use that last bomb, indeed he will. A little bit more money here for Video Game Freak. Still just looking, and he gets the bomb back too for Zwiki. Very nice. Let me advance on through this. Every now and then this happens on stream, so let me get on through that lag ball. That'll catch on up. We got a Curse of Darkness for Zwiki as well. So again, you will not be able to see his mini-map, so we're going to have to take a serious guess as to where he's going here. Again, getting free entry into a secret room, though. Definitely can't argue this. And let's see, anything special in that secret? Just a little bit more money. Not the worst, not the best. But Zwiki going to move on along to the left here, hoping for anything good. Again, at this point, I tend to wonder if he'd be willing to skip over his item room or not. We'll probably find out the hard way at some point here, because he's got one item room left to find. That was a little too close. Oh, there's quite a few side bets involving Diana and her races, so yeah, I believe they do. I believe there is a side bet that they may be able to explain. Ooh, that nice health up for Zwiki, exactly what he was looking for. However, not what he's looking for, a dead end with a bunch of masks and hearts. Ugh. I detest these rooms. Thankfully, he's got enough range, he can stay away from these masks. Ooh, perfect time on that bean usage as well for Zwiki, and then we got Greed in the last store for New York Video Game Freak. So, anybody want to bet that he drops the Steam sale as just a little slap in the face moment? 'Cause I'm putting money on Steam sale. If not, it's going to be a bunch of cash, but probably Steam sale. Ooh, just a bunch of cash. Never mind, I spoke too soon. But again, no more stores for Video Game Freak, so no way to spend that money except for judges. Maybe a little bit of gambling. Thank you, Icy. Thank you, thank you. And a little bit more health up for both of them, moving on through the room, so very nice finds. You're gonna see Zwiki making very good use of that bean right there, putting poison damage on anything he comes across. And that will rip on through most mini-bosses as well, so very good use. Also getting that heal off of his Charm of the Vampire kill. On into his store. Lots of pills and a bomb. Might as well at least take the bomb. Mooncard will be a teleport. Well, maybe not the bomb. But Mooncard will be a teleport into a secret room for Zwiki. And we got our boss fight here for Freak, who is going to consider... What does he do? Does he go after his item room or his boss fight? Decisions. Boss fight. Answered the question. So basically, he's not going to be able to teleport out of here. Ooh, very nice use of Monstro right there for about 30% damage to Mom. Very nicely done. So Freak's going to skip over his last item room unless he can find a way to teleport out of here afterwards. So that was the decision he was making. For anybody wondering, like, why did he stop? He's not going to be able to get back to his item room here. Ooh, a little bit of a lag ball on Zwiki's side again. Refresh through that momentarily here. Wait till he gets done with this room, and then I'll catch up to where he's actually at. That happens from time to time. Welcome to the internet. Let alone I have Comcast. We've all heard the horror stories, right? Welcome to my hell. Let me advance this real quick here. Oh god, Super Envy. That was not worth it. Then again, going right back with that moon card, like I said, teleport into his secret room. Great way to get out of a mini boss fight you do not want a part of right now in a race situation. So great use on that moon card by Zwiki. Yeah, Satos knows what's up. No, they've actually been really good to me. In all honesty, I'm just having issues right now with it, like interacting with my modem, or with my router, I should say. So it's, I don't know what's up, but it's stupidly weird. So every now and then I have issues like that. And let's see, Freak moving on to his next floor, getting that loading screen error with the womb. Could it be? Ooh, Hierophant card, by the way, 2 soul hearts for Zwiki, and indeed it is a Curse of the Labyrinth XL floor. So there's that world card usage, and Freak gonna move directly over to these 2 boss fights after he heals up, hopefully with a little bit of gambling. But again, using that world card, he saved it for the perfect time right here, waiting for this. Zwiki's build, he's got technology too. Basically the big part of his build is tech too. And let's see, just a couple more rooms to clear here. Ugh, terrible room though for Video Game Freak. These enemies suck. They disappear at the worst possible times, they shoot at the worst possible times, and they group up in the worst ways humanly possible sometimes. Just evil. Can't be called it. And again, you can see why I hate these enemies. Freak's having a bit of an issue with them here. Ooh, possible judgy please. And indeed we will. Let's get a judgy please for Zwikis. He's going to do a little bit of gambling here. Freak doing a great job. Ooh, money equals power with 30 cents. Really? So there's some extra damage for Zwiki. That's going to help a ton, actually. That's an immediate damage up with money equals power, plus every coin you get actually gives you a damage up as well. So he's holding on to 30 cents right now, and that's really upping his damage. It's basically every 10 coins gives you about 1 damage up. Give or take. It's not give or take right there, but it's close. Either way, consider that a lot of damage up for Zwiki, and he moves on to his mom fight. So he's going to really hope for an XL floor because he needs to catch up to BOILeR, who has got just a few rooms left here, though rocking only 2 red hearts. Yeah, Judgy, thank you. You even left me a lot of money for that actual item that you gave me. I thank you very much, Judgy. Ooh, double lust for Freak, and he's moving kind of slow. We'll see if he can't get out of the way. Again, a bomb usage is a great way to stop anything charging at you. Notice that they stop immediately. They think they've hit a wall. So great use of those bombs to keep him right off of him. We see Zwiki finishing up his mom fight, getting more tier rate increase with, ooh, no such luck though, with his squeezy pickup and a couple soul hearts, but again, just a womb 1 here, so he's going to have this entire floor, a boss fight, another entire floor, and then another boss fight to find. And he has to do that before Freak finishes these 2 boss fights coming up here. And again, could you get any better timing on that heal, Freak? Just going to point that out, because that heal was kind of sort of clutch. Yeah, that full health pill. Thank you? Those have been showing up at very opportune times for our racers this year, so again, you can see how incredibly handy that has been for him already. He would have been dead. But just about done with his death fight. This is a terrible boss. Yo, get out of the way, that was too close. 1 more mini enemy to take care of, and 5 hearts will be left here for BOILeR as he moves on in with 1 extra cube of meat, which I should have brought up, 1 orbital to block a few shots. But moving into what could be the final boss fight here of this race, so Freak looking for a 2-0 victory here. Yeah, Freak was screwed without that health uphill. That was immensely beautiful timing, so he got to faceplant everything for a minute there. So that was great timing on that pill. Like, I've seen some good timing on some stuff, but whew. And again, with the slow speed that Freak's got, you can see him just barely dodging out of the way of these, as I call them, poop socks. But doing a good job nonetheless, keeping it at full health here. And again, just watch out for Monster. All you gotta do is worry about these ads for a few seconds, and do all the damage you can to the heart itself. Again, Zwiki finding his boss fight here. So this ain't over yet by any means, guys. Not by any means yet. So all it takes is, let's say the Magic 8-Ball shows up and gives you an Emperor card. Zwiki'd be right into his next boss fight after Conquest here. Again, Conquest may take a moment, though with the pinking shears, you can see the body doing a ton of damage to Conquest. And we're working about 30% of the way through the Mom's Heart fight on the right side for Freak. Ooh, there you see the one issue. When Conquest goes off screen, you can't directly damage him, and if you're in the way of those lights that are just completely random beams of light, you're getting hurt. And again, here's the time-consuming portion for Freak. And again, by the way, we also know that there is no chance that Zwiki's going to get an Emperor card off of this boss fight, so that's a moot point that I was making before. He's going to wind up with the white pony, as you just saw right there. Wants no part of it, and he's going to be moving right on along, keeping that, getting lucky with the Liberty Cap, so he knows exactly where his boss fight's at. You couldn't ask for a luckier find. However, he went the wrong way, I think. Ouch. Oh, he's going to keep going, though. Ouch. Yeah, Zwiki found the wrong way to go here, so he's going to have to back out, and we're at about the 50% mark on Mom's Heart already on the right side. So Zwiki going to make his backtrack here. Again, there you see the Liberty Cap showing the compass one more time. Looks like he's going to go play Judgy. Doesn't know where to put the bomb, though. There you go. That'll work. So he's going to look for some sort of heal off of Judgy in hopes that maybe, I think he's hoping that Freak takes 2 more hits here. Ooh, battery. Not the worst thing, but that'll charge up his pinking shears fully for him, if nothing else. But again, going to move right on up towards the top and over to the left and work on towards his Mom's Heart fight. He's down at 1.5 hearts. Freak down to 2 hearts right now. And there's the 50% mark showing up on Mom's Heart. Still no bombs. Freak just has to worry about taking these knights out one by one here. Yeah, both at real low health, so it's anybody's game at the moment. Zwiki does not have that much further to go to get to this boss fight, and you never know what's going to happen. A little bit more health up for Zwiki. Ooh, a little bit of a lag ball, too, right as he's going into a room. That's the worst timing on those. I hate when that happens. Oh, God, that dodging. Very nicely done. Whew. Oh, not on that one, though. So down 1 heart there for Zwiki, down to 1.5 hearts again. 2 hearts on the right for Freak. He's under 50% on Mom's heart. We got just a few more rooms to go. Nice heal there for Zwiki. So let's see. He has got just this room and probably one, maybe... Well, he doesn't even have to clear this one, so maybe 1 or 2 more rooms to clear here. Nothing special coming out of that chest. How about this one? Ooh, another heal. That's exactly what he needed. There we go. I was going to say... Moving right on, so 1 more room to clear here for Freak. Or for Zwiki, I'm sorry, I keep naming him backwards. So Zwiki's going to be in the same fight that Freak's on, looking to tie this up, but is it going to be too little too late? Or will Freak be able to pull this out already over 50% of the way through the heart? But moving on in, we'll see the damage difference here. We are fighting the same fight, guys. And again, that heal is going to be immensely huge. Every 13 enemies that get killed, Zwiki's going to get a heal. Ooh, he got lucky, he pushed that bomb back. Notice the damage differential here, so it's going to play slightly different, and this is going to be time-consuming for Freak, who needs to worry about not getting hit. This is why I said, never assume it's over, guys. Because don't forget, those pinking shears are really going to help damage-wise for Zwiki, so it's on right now. Like, it is on. All about Freak getting through this as quickly as he can. Wow, that was close. That could have well been the end of it right there for Freak. Will he do enough damage? Oh, no, the heart doesn't stay out. Will that be the make or breaker, though? Yikes, this is going to get really close here. Will it stay out? No red shots yet. There we go. The heart will stay out for Video Game Freak on the right side from here on out. It's a matter of not taking damage and doing as much as you can, as quickly as you can to the heart. Again, and not walking on any of those flashing red parts, because those will kill him at this point. Any hit and it is over for Freak. We're at 50% on the left side for Zwiki, under about 10% on the right for Freak. He just needs to hit the heart here. Everything else will disappear soon after. Oh God, it's so close. Don't shoot at him. Wow, right there you got it. So right as the heart's gonna stay out for Zwiki as well. My goodness, what a finish to that one, guys. Freak holds it off just barely with 1 clutch heart left. Wow to that finish. But a 2-0 win for New York Video Game Freak, who has evened himself up at 3-3 on the season.